Next, we have Jason Williams with his piece, A Rant About Love.
New York, 2007. I was younger, and love was beautiful. It was stars in your eyes, butterflies, and meeting that one person in the world you knew instantly when you met, you'd be together forever. I blame my parents for this. They met in line at freshman orientation at the University of Maryland in August 1978 and have been together ever since. My dad said my mom was the most beautiful woman he had ever seen. And my mom said my dad had crazy eyes and Peter Pan shoes. He was a gentleman. That's an actual quote. So armed with that source material, I frolicked into my 20s believing love was an actual fairy tale. I was a hopeless romantic. Every guy I met had the potential to be the one, and I left every day going home with delusions of grandeur, projecting not only future bliss, but future spats, arguments, and subsequent makeups. My imagination has always been vivid. The first man I fell in love with was 20 years my senior, tall, handsome, sweet, and had a huge penis. Really smitten. He lived in Connecticut and would come into the city to visit me each week. He'd take me on trips to a gun quit and we'd stay in B&Bs and hold hands as we walked along the beach. He was kind, he was sweet, and he was it, my fairy tale. When I finally got the courage to tell them that I loved him, he didn't take it as I had hoped. He wasn't in love with me. Technically, we weren't together. Vivid imagination. But he didn't think we could ever be. He blamed it on the fact that I had to travel too much and that I was so much younger than he was and that he really wasn't looking for love. But all I heard was, I'm not in love with you and you're not good enough. And it hurt. But I was a mature 23 and I knew that heartbreak was a part of love. So I mourned our relationship for an appropriate amount of time and still referred to the man that I was never officially together with as my ex. 2008. A little wiser, a little older, and still on a mission to find love. Cue my second love, a fairy tale of a man. Tall, brown-haired, with piercing blue eyes and tattooed sleeves on both arms. And to top it all off, he was a first-grade teacher. Are you fucking kidding me? He was my gentle teddy bear. We used to affectionately call each other Yogi and Boo Boo. We were gross. We moved to Chicago shortly after we met, and I had to go overseas for a job, but it didn't stop us from staying in touch and falling for each other. Me especially. I would have done anything for him. And I would travel to Chicago to go visit him on all my breaks. Whenever I was there, I was in pure, imaginary, veritable bliss. He ghosted me at Christmas time that same year. He was supposed to be in New York visiting me and his family. But while he was here, I would call, text him, and I would hear nothing. Finally, being the creepily obsessive person I can sometimes be, I tracked down his parents' phone number and called them. I introduced myself as his friend and asked if he was okay, as I was trying to reach him because he was supposed to be in New York visiting. His mother then kindly told me that he had already been to New York for his visit and had flown back to Chicago the night prior. I was more than heartbroken. I was devastated. I don't think I'd ever felt a pain like that before. Being ignored, there's nothing more than I hate than being ignored, but being ignored by somebody I loved, being discarded while my heart was that open, was a path-altering level of pain. Once again, my love wasn't good enough, my heart wasn't good enough, I wasn't good enough. I wasn't even worthy of a goodbye, let alone love. Who the fuck did I think I was? A pain like that is a wound in your heart that never really heals properly. It develops as scar tissue. And over years, you can start to use your heart cautiously, and that scar tissue will start to smooth out, but your heart is always going to be fragile. And there's always a possibility that that wound will be ripped open again. So I didn't want to take that risk. I decided the best way to not fuck with that scar was to not use my heart at all. Just leave it completely out of the equation. I call this moment my awakening. My need to feel love I buried, but my need to feel wanted by someone, anyone, remained. If a guy expressed interest, I was most likely going to sleep with him. And for the next decade, I fucked my way not only around this country, but about a half a dozen others. Thank you, musical theater. The attention and the sex that I got from all of these men was the validation I thought I needed for a very long time. But now the sex isn't validating. It's masturbatory, it's transactional. I'm having sex now because I'm bored and I want something to do. I hate this. I want more. I need more. I want to start using my heart again, but it feels different. It's like that scar that once protected that painful wound is turned into this thick, hard callus. So thick and so strong that it feels like it won't allow my heart to ever be fully functional again. Like I can't allow love to flow through it as easy with an openness that I can only remember now in longing. Sometimes it feels like it will not only stop me from loving someone, but also loving myself. Was that a side effect too? And not using my heart and my love life all those years, did it also hamper my ability to love myself? This would be a lot easier to understand if I had something to compare it to, but I don't think I've ever really known what it feels like to love myself. What the fuck does that actually mean? I mean, I like parts of myself, but there's a lot of shit that I can't stand. And if loving yourself means loving all parts of you, even the not so great parts, I feel like my heart right now in this moment is just not capable of that kind of unconditional grace. And I'm scared that it will never be. But if I can't love myself, how can I love anyone else? That's what they say, right? I guess I'm just fucked.